Well, the time has come for me to upgrade my at-home editing setup, so today I'm going from this to this. If it fits! Just want to get this out of the way, this video will not show you how to build a PC, but I will go through all the parts I used. If you're looking for that sort of thing, you can go to whoismatt. He has a bunch of really great videos going through different builds for various budgets, as well as one video that shows you everything you didn't know about how to build a PC. 98.9% of what I'm using is based on his recommendations, so go check him out. And if you're just interested in the parts that I'm using, I'll leave a time code to that in the description so you could just skip right to that. No, I have never actually built a PC before, and if I'm being totally honest, I don't know all that much about computers. I have a vague understanding of what parts do what, but when it comes to CPUs and graphic cards and threads and cores, I don't even really want to know all that much. So what I'm about to do, build my own PC, makes me a little nervous because this is not a cheap project, and no matter how much research I've done, the fact remains that I have never actually done it before. And that's what I want to talk about today, how you do something you've never done before. Before you do anything else, figure out why. I built these cabinets. It's actually more like an entertainment unit. There's the place up above for Blu-ray player, Roku, and movies on the side. I had never built anything, I think, before I built these, and Candace wanted to buy something to go here. But it's such a weird spot. There's an entrance to the crawl space underneath it. And it was just such a large open wall that anything smaller than this would look weird, but anything this size would be really super expensive. And I wanted it for such specific reasons. So I built something to fill the exact need that I had for a quarter of the price. I'm doing this computer build for essentially the same reasons. I recently made the jump to working completely remote, and I needed a computer that could keep up with my workload. And for the amount of money I spent on parts, the computer that I'm about to build, and the one that will hopefully turn on and function, will be significantly cheaper and more powerful than one that I would buy pre-built. Stop buying Apple products. So it's cheaper, and also my workflow has me jumping in and out of Premiere and After Effects all the time. I want to get more into 3D and higher end visual effects, and so I needed something super powerful that would allow me to multitask. Something that would fulfill my specific needs. Specific. Once you've made the decision to do the thing, it's time to do your research. Educate yourself. Over-educate yourself. Especially with something like this, do the research. It will save you money, first of all, not even just with deals, but there were parts in here where I went with a cheaper option because it wasn't important to my needs, what I needed the computer for, so I could put that money towards another part, or just save the money. And ideally, knowing a little bit about how this thing actually works, down the road, it's gonna save me a few headaches, troubleshooting and things like that. Oh, I hope this works. A second part of doing your research would be to find someone that you trust, that you can get recommendations from. Like I said, 98.9% of my build is from YouTuber whoismatt. Back when I was looking at what camera to buy, I ended up with the Sony a7S II. A lot of the decision to buy this camera was based on his videos about what he uses it for, and I've been really happy with this camera. This video is just like a love letter to that man. I don't even know his real name. Matt something. And finally, keep a little humility. There's a big difference between knowing and understanding, and I think that's important. It can take years to truly have a deep understanding of something. As people, after we do a little research, we like to think that we know everything about a certain topic, but it can take years to get any kind of true understanding of it. Always remember, humility is helpful. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, the parts. Up first, we have the sleek, minimal design of the NZXT H510 case. Next up is the MSI MPG X570 Gaming Edge Wi-Fi motherboard. For our processor, I went with the 12-core, 24-thread AMD Ryzen 9. Ain't she a beaut? Next up, the Corsair Vengeance 64GB DDR4 RAM. And for our graphics card, the GeForce RTX 2060. We also have 750 watts of power thanks to the Corsair TX 750M. She's gold certified, and she's semi-modular. My wife asked me if I really needed a $60 mouse. The answer is yes, with the Logitech MX Master wireless mouse. We also have a nice clickety-clack keyboard with the DOS Keyboard for Professional Mechanical Keyboard. I just said keyboard a ton. And finally, the luxurious 38-inch ASUS Designo Curve. Look at the length of those timelines. And now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go build a computer in a montage. So I did it. I actually did it about 3 weeks ago, but once I had finished building the computer, I actually had a lot of work to do on it, and so cut to me 3 weeks later. I don't know if I put on the same clothes as if I was gonna fool you into thinking that this was right after it. But 3 weeks out and my brand new computer is working beautifully. There's still a lot I need to do. I need to put this other monitor up on a stand or something behind there. I need a stand for my vertical monitor because it keeps toppling over. But so far, so good. I'm really happy with it. It is by far the most powerful computer I have ever owned. It might actually make me like rotoscoping. Nothing could ever make me like rotoscoping. And it was much easier than I thought it was going to be. And if I can do this and make this work, you can do anything. You can do anything. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.